Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you've never seen this cute little face before, welcome in. So today is actually a fun one. I say that about all of them, but I assume you're having fun, okay? So today we're actually going to be testing, reviewing, wear testing, all of that, first impressions of the new KVD Good Apple Concealer. So if that is something you are considering getting, want to see, whatever, go ahead and keep watching. I thought I was going to be a little bit early to this train, but apparently not, but it's fine, better late than never, right? So I'm going to be reviewing none other than the KVD Good Apple Concealer. Alright, so starting off, y'all, picking the colors online was a mess. So it seemed like the shade range was decent. The issue that I had was the correlation between the swatches and what they actually look like on the models. So they had quite a few different models. They were really like deep ones, medium skin ones, light ones, whatever, right? They would post something and it would look like it would be like a medium dark kind of a skin tone. Put it on there and it's like a fairly light person, right? So that off the bat, super weird. Wasn't crazy about that. So let me pull up some other specs on it. And this retails for $28, which is a little bit, I consider a little bit steeper for a concealer, but if it does its job, I don't mind spending a little extra on concealer. This is supposed to be a lightweight but full coverage concealer. It is supposed to be hydrating. It is vegan, which all of like KVD is supposed to be vegan now. Long wearing, and then it's supposed to have a natural finish to it. It is an extreme long wear crease resistant concealer with the same hydrating, lightweight, full coverage as KVD Beauty's iconic Good Apple foundation. I have actually two videos where I talked about the KVD Good Apple Balm foundation, whatever. So the primer I am using, I actually used a mattifying primer because I remember this foundation being greasy. So let's get into the ones that I got. So I got Tan 169 and Tan 167, okay? And this is so the 169 actually seems a little bit lighter than the 167, which is super weird. I usually get two concealers. I usually get one that's close to my skin tone and then get one that is lighter, but I don't know. Like I said, the swatches are crazy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let's just start with the 160. What are you, 7? Yeah, we're gonna start with the 167 and we're gonna see what happens here. And it's supposed to be full coverage, so I don't imagine I'm going to use like a ton of it, but you never really know, you know? Now I will say that so far, I don't know if I like the way that smells. It smells kind of like chemicals, so I'm not crazy about that. So I'm going to layer on a little bit of the 169 here, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the outer bits here, like this, and let's go bing, 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 bing. I don't know, it smells chemically. The consistency seems nice. Let's blend it out and see what this is looking like. Now I actually have a brush and then I have a sponge. I'm gonna start with the sponge for like some of these other areas. I don't really know how quickly it dries down. Y'all know I'm gonna get a closer mirror so we can really analyze up close and personal and see what do we have going on here. So this is my e.l.f. sponge that I am obsessed with. It actually seems like it is blending out like flawlessly. I'm actually super surprised because I actually really like the color. It's a really thin consistency, so it doesn't feel cakey or heavy or anything. I don't know, this might actually be a little something. Let's go back in with the 169 because that seemed to be, for some reason, very neutral. I will say I got neutral. It seems very neutral. So I like that. But let's see how the coverage is and if we're able to really build this. Okay, so this I let dry down a little bit. I'm going to go in with a little brush to see if I can get a little bit more coverage. So I do kind of notice that, yeah, if you don't really, I don't think you necessarily need to work quickly, but I do notice that this has been drying down just a little bit in that short amount of time. Coverage is there though. You guys, I'm actually really shocked. I'm so shocked right now. Literally, I'm not expecting anything, and I'm especially not expecting this to be nice considering I hate the foundation. I think I am just gonna set it just a little bit because, I mean, why not? I'm gonna use my actual KVD translucent powder to set it. And I'm just gonna do that on like a little brush. Put a little in the cap. I'm shook. I'm so shook right now. Like, why is this looking so good? That whole balm business was just, it was a craze, but like, my Lord, it was horrible. So I'm actually super shocked and surprised that this is even looking this good. So I'm especially adding extra powder to the corners of my nose and like smile lines because I know that that has a tendency to get a little shiny. Okay, so how about this? I'm gonna go do the rest of my face, y'all. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna talk about the first impressions, and then let's see what time it is. It is about 12:45 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna run errands. I have more filming to do, all that jazz. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. I'll come right back, and then we're gonna talk about the first impressions. Then throughout the day, I'll do a wear test. I'll come back in quite a few hours, and then we will talk about it again, okay? Okay, so you guys, this is what everything looks like after it's all said and done. If I had a time machine, this is random. If I had a time machine, I would go back in the day to like the 90s, early 2000s, and I would give every single black girl that was in the media and whatnot, I would give them bronzer. Because when I say adding bronzer to my face just changed the game, I'll tell you it changed the game, okay? So yeah, so first impression, it looks amazing. It has not seemed to crease or anything. The finish is natural. I would say almost even like a natural, so like a satin finish. It's not quite matte, but it definitely dries down pretty quickly. I get like no shine out of it at all. It seems like it builds really well. Sorry, my mirror is down here. And I don't know, I'm really like, I'm shocked. I'm shooketh. I am pleasantly surprised at what this is looking like right now. So like I said, it's about 12:45, 1 o'clock now, and I'm going to run errands, do stuff throughout the day, and we're gonna see how this concealer holds up, if it holds up, whatever. So I'll check back in later.
An eternity later.
Alright y'all, so I am back like I never left, and this is what the face is looking like. So it's 8:15 now, so that means that I've had on this face for about 7.5 hours, if I remember correctly, and I have not touched it up at all. So this is what we're looking like. Now, I definitely can notice a little bit of like shine peeping through, kind of like, so a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the chin, mostly through this bit of my cheeks, kind of around my nose. I don't particularly like have oilier skin or anything like that. Like, mine is literally just normal skin. It's just not really normal, but so I don't necessarily get a lot of oils, but I do notice around my nose area I can get a little bit shiny after the course of a couple of hours. So I am going to grab a little mirror and I'm going to look at it closely, and then I will probably insert like a clip or so of me zooming in to my face so you can actually see it pretty clearly. And I want to say, looking at it, I definitely got some creasing under my eyes for sure. It does say that it is creaseless. I probably could have let it dry before, let it dry probably fully before I added on a second layer to build it up, and then proceeded to make sure over the course of the next few minutes just kind of pat it out. Or else, sometimes I usually carry like a makeup brush in my bag if I'm running errands for the day, and then I just touch up and just kind of buff it out underneath. So other than that, but yeah, coverage is definitely still there. I feel like it hasn't worn off at all. I don't feel like also that sometimes I feel like after you wear concealer for a while, if you have any like dull patches or like dark circles or anything, I feel like after some time, sometimes that does peek through. I don't find that that has peeked through. I think I still look legit kind of the same, maybe a little bit shinier, but I do think I look for the most part the same as when I first put it on. Like I said, I do have a bit of creasing, not terrible, but finish wise, I do think that the finish still looks amazing on it. I feel like I look flawless, ready to go, all of that. Yes, they call it the good apple because it's like got the apple extract or whatever in there, but this is night and day from the foundation. That foundation can just go away. If they discontinued it right now, I would not be upset. But the concealer, I think, is far from it. The texture is very, very, very lightweight. I personally don't think I needed both colors of them. I think the shade selection is good. I do not like picking the shades online because I don't think the swatches correlate to the actual color of the product at all. So that was super confusing for me. And at the time I was looking for it, there's one brown girl I saw on TikTok that was trying it out when I actually physically bought it, and she was quite a bit darker than me. So I really had no idea which way this was gonna go. So I just kind of guessed. But yeah, I think that is it for this video. Overall, I would definitely say this is a buy if you are to get any concealer that has come out lately. The price is a little bit steep, but just texture wise, wearability, coverage is really actually very, 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 very impressive. But texture wise, I do think this one is pretty unmatched. And yeah, other than that, I also want to thank you guys for being over 800 subbies. Isn't that crazy? I remember when this was like, if you know, you know. But back in the day, I used to have my grade 8, now I have my grade 800. So we have come a long way, and I'm so happy, and I'm so thankful, and I love all of you guys. And other than that, thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.